So you want to hear God's voice, and for whatever reason you feel like you can't. Let's talk about it. In the last video I talked about becoming desperate, and I want to expound upon that a little more, because sometimes we can feel desperation without our actions matching it. And I mentioned not going to other voices and just waiting for him to speak. And I want to give a little example of what this would look like. So when you're waiting for God to speak, when you're seeking him, I want you to think about having a relationship with someone, as in like a spouse, someone, dating someone. If you tried messaging them and they didn't respond for a couple hours or whatever it might be, a length of time that feels uncomfortable to you. And of course there would be some worry and something like that, but let's just pretend that you know they're at work, that you know they're safe, but they're not responding. Would you fill your time up then with other people that you are attracted to? Would you fill up your time by going and talking to someone to fill that empty space that you're feeling from not hearing from your significant other? I would hope not. Because if you're that way, you should not have a significant other right now, because you've got some maturing to do. But how many times do we do that in our own relationship with God, where we're seeking him, we want to hear from him, but the moment that he doesn't speak, the amount of times where we're waiting on him and we're like, where are you? Why aren't you speaking? We go try to fill it. We fill it with social media, random conversations. We fill it with video games or reading books or music, etc. When he just wants us to wait in silence. When he just wants us to wait to see, how long are you willing to wait to hear my voice? How long are you willing to wait for him? Are you willing to wait until eternity? What if he never speaks in a way that you can hear him? Even though his word does say that, like, my sheep know my voice. What if he's quiet? Are you still willing to wait? I think sometimes he's waiting until we get to that desperation point, so that then we will savor his voice and not just take it for granted.